Good morning, friends. It's me, Christiana Gaudet, your Tarot Fairy Godmother. It's Monday. That means it's time for the 3-card weekly reading. You know what that means. We'll do 3 cards for the collective and then single cards for all who request. I see you getting your requests in right now, and I really appreciate that. Thank you for all of the inquiries about the new babies. They are doing very well. I visited them last night. They will need to stay in the NICU for a while because they were born at 32 weeks. Not unusual for twins, but they are, doing exactly what they need to be doing. And so we'll just be visiting them there until they come home. All right. So you know that I don't tend to talk about politics or share opinions about things other than tarot and spirituality. However, today I am not mentioning the name of the holiday, and I am reading with the Goddess Tarot. So you can infer from that what you will. All right. Goddess Tarot also qualifies in my old beat up deck category. I've had this deck for a really, really long time and I really love it. All right, let's get going. I'm not supposed to show you all my table. There we go. That's better. Good. All right. Here we go. 3 cards for the collective. All right, what do we see for the week ahead? You get it, Diana, right? Yeah. If it's not independence for all, it's not independence. All right. You ready? Let's do this. Okay. And speaking of that, here we go. The first card, Major Arcana 2, Wisdom, which in this deck is the goddess Saraswati. Of course, this would be the High Priestess. And when we think of the High Priestess, what do we think about? We think about respect for women. Hello. We also think about intuition, balance, meditation, the journey within. And so when we look at this week ahead, we need to be focusing on our own intuition, our own inner journey, our own search for personal truth. And how about upholding the rights of women? How about that? Yeah, why not? And for those of you who are tarot students, I will tell you, when I see the High Priestess reversed, 9 times out of 10, it is someone being disrespectful or abusive to women. There you go. So, next card, 6 of Cups. This week, we want to remember who we are, where we came from. We want to remember our history, our personal history, our history as a community, as a nation. We want to remember, the past 50 years and what's been true. Maybe. We want to look at, if the High Priestess says, remember who you are, the 6 of Cups says, remember your history. And finally, the 4 of Swords reversed. Now is not a time for rest, although the High Priestess might say it is a time for reflection. It is a time to figure out what you want to do in your life. How do you honor who you are? How do you figure out who you are? How do you take that and move forward? Whether this is about career, relationships, spirituality, whatever this is about for you. The question this week is, how do you honor who you are? That might be about your creativity. It might be about what you do for fun. But remember who you are, honor who you are, and get busy doing it. That's what we're focusing on this week. All right. Let's get going then. Serious Shakir, right? I love the card you pulled just now. So important and spot on for where we are right now. Absolutely. Absolutely, individually and as a community. Okay, let's get going. I will take these in the order that I see them, and I want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone for being here, and a special thank you to all of our members. You can tell who the members are because their names are in green. Members are people who make a commitment to this channel with a monthly contribution at one of 3 levels. Each level gets you different perks. If you become a member and find that it's not serving you, or you can't afford it or don't want to afford it anymore, you can just drop your membership and still hang out here, and I will still love you. So consider membership, and if you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell so you get notified when we go live. And I want to remind you that this Thursday we have Global Tarot Circle. The link for that is already up at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please join us. We do practice readings, and we do some informal tarot studies, so I hope you join us for that. Now, other ways that you can support this channel, make sure you like this video, please. And make sure you share this channel with anyone who you think might enjoy this content. All right, my friends. The first person I see here, my good friend, Smile Soul 20. Thank you so much for being a member here. Here's a card for you for the week. Ah, look at you. You get, this would in a normal deck, in a traditional deck, this would be the Lovers. The goddess is Venus, which makes me want to sing that song, but I'll spare you that. Card 6, Love, is what it is here. So this week, Smile Soul 20, it could bode well for you romantically, which is always a good thing. But remember to love yourself. Remember to consider, what do you want in your life and what don't you want in your life? What energies do you want around you? This is, when we talk about love and the lovers, yes, it can be about romance, but it's also about self-love. And it's also about how you integrate things into your life to create a life you love. So think about that this week. Jeannie Mnuchin, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Thank you for sending love to our family. Really appreciate it. And here's a card for you. Wow, so interesting. You saw me shuffle, but we are getting a lot of major arcana for the individuals here today. Okay, card 4, Power. The goddess is Freya, and this would normally be the Emperor dealing with leadership and community. When we look at this, you have the power of leadership in your community. This week, think about how that is true. Think about all the ways you have been a community leader. Yes, there are ways that you have not felt recognized or you have not felt supported in this, but do not let that deter you on your mission forward to find a community that empowers itself and empowers others, and to take a creative leadership role there. This bodes very well for you, my friend. Kathleen Patricia, so nice to see you. Glad that you're here. Here is a card for you. The Prince of Cups. This would be like the Knight of Cups. So this week, it is a message of love. It really is. To think about where you want to go and what you want to do from a perspective of love. Who are the people you love? What do you love doing? Where do you love to be? first of all, wherever you go and whatever you do, let love lead. And I don't necessarily mean that in a romantic way. What I mean is in that higher, capital L, high vibration of unconditional love kind of a way. Let that be your guiding force this week, and why not always, really? But with the Prince, which is like a knight, you could be thinking about where to go and what to do, and keep love in your heart as you make those decisions. Kim K, so nice to see you. So I saw the grandkids yesterday for the first time. I met them for the first time. They're in their incubators. They are very, very cute. They're doing very well. Elliot looks like mommy but acts like daddy. And Aubrey looks like daddy but acts like mommy so far. So they're very cute. And the new parents are just doing so well to see my daughter and my son-in-law just embracing this. And obviously, having to spend time in the NICU is not the ideal, but when you have twins, you recognize that might happen. And they're just embracing it and doing so well. I'm so proud of them. So thank you so much for asking. And thank you, Kim, and everyone for your blessings. We really appreciate your continued prayer and support. Aubrey is still on oxygen, which again is not unusual, but they have a long way to go before they can come home. All right. Let's see. After that whole litany, let me give you a card, Kim. Oh, look at you. You get the Six of Pentacles. This week, first of all, you want to think about service to others. And I know you serve others all the time, personally and professionally, people and animals, right? And so, I don't think I could possibly say to you, oh, you need to serve more, because how could you? But remember, too, how things need to be equal, that it's also okay to ask for help when you need it. It's also okay to serve yourself and help yourself when you need it. So finding that balance there. I will say, too, this bodes well financially, which is always a good thing. Maria Barisi, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. A card for you and for Anthony, most certainly. Okay, so starting with you, Maria. Six of Swords reversed. This week you want to be careful about not getting stuck in your own head or in your own fears or in your own worries. You are trying really hard in your life to move forward right now, and that's the right thing. But there's a lot going on inside that makes that hard. So really try not to get stuck in your own thinking or in your own fears. Now, Anthony. Look at you, Six of Pentacles. That's come up before, and it's interesting that both you and your mom got sixes, isn't it? And 6 is the number of victory. Six of Pentacles, this tells me that this week you're going to find you are closer to figuring out exactly where you want to be and what you want to do, how you will serve others and how serving others will serve you, how you'll manage your finances, how you'll manage your career. You're really getting close to figuring all of that out, so that's great. Kim Case, a card for Belinda, too. And Belinda is a new twin mom as well. So that's so exciting. And we wish her and her family so much love and success and good health and well-being and all the good things. So let's see. A card for Belinda. Belinda. Card 9, which is Chango, contemplation, which would be the Hermit in a traditional deck. And, really this is a card of wisdom. And I think that you are discovering that being a mother and being a mother of 2 people and being, I'm sure you're not at work right now, but you're in a career that really uses a lot of your intelligence and all of that. Wisdom. Right now you are contemplating, and this week you'll spend some time contemplating on all the wisdom you have and all the wisdom you need to learn, you need to acquire. This is also a card of patience, and I don't think I need to elaborate why you're going to need patience. We certainly do wish you the best. Diana Price, didn't think I'd be here. Yeah, it's a holiday, but as I said, it's not a holiday I'm celebrating. I am working today. I do that anyway. I work while you play for the very most part. And because I've been on tour and I've missed a lot of my lives, and I missed a live on Friday by like 5 minutes because I got a call that it was time to go to the hospital 6 weeks early for the twins to be born. So I figure I should take every chance I get to come talk to you, and I appreciate you being here. All right. So, Diana Price, thank you for being a member. Look at that, man. We are all up with these major arcana cards today. That is a wonderful thing. You know, that means that this is a week of great spiritual importance for many of us. And for you, Diana, you get Inanna and the Star, a card of hope and healing. And this week, focus on those things: hope, healing, satisfaction, having the life you want. You have worked so hard for so long to create the life you want, and things are coming together. That doesn't mean it'll be easy. That doesn't mean it'll be perfect, but it does mean it's happening. And so have hope, allow for healing, and allow to think about what is going to bring you real satisfaction. Yay. Horace Van Dunn, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Happy New Granny Day. Yes, seriously. I am very excited to be a grandmother and cannot wait to get those kids in all kinds of trouble. Man, we're going to have so much fun. All right, Horace Van Dunn, a card for the week for you. Two of Cups. This week, celebrate all of the things in your life that are about love and partnership and relationship. Celebrate your marriage, celebrate your good partnership with yourself, celebrate your partnership with spirit, celebrate the friendships that serve you. Really focus on the healing nature of love in your life. Okay. Kim Morris, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. DeAndre, glad you're here. Next request I see is Carrie Dunnick. Thanks for being here. All right, here's a card for the week for you. The Ace of Staves, which would be like the Ace of Wands. This week, it's time for some enthusiasm. It might be time to have some fun. It might be time to think about what is inspiring you, what is moving forward for you, what new projects are you starting. There's a lot of opportunity here for creativity, a lot of opportunity for enthusiasm, a lot of opportunity for you to start something new that you'll really enjoy. The next request I see is from Von Ray. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Hey, you're the second one to get this. So I'm going to interpret it a little different for you. Again, card 9, Contemplation. Chang'o, which should not be confused with the African god Chang'o. Chang'o is, I want to say, a Chinese goddess who lives on the moon with a rabbit. Seriously. Really interesting story there. But for you, Von Ray, this speaks to loneliness, and maybe the rabbit represents getting your dog. I think that this week you really want to try even harder to make connections with people, but also in your alone time to recognize the difference between being lone and being lonely, and to use the time you have for yourself for contemplation, for creativity, for personal growth. And recognize that we'll all come into balance over time. Kim Morris, thank you so much for being a member here. Thanks for being here today. Happy to share a card with you. Kim Morris, you get the Two of Swords. So this is an interesting card. On one hand, it's a card of decisions. You may find yourself having to make some significant decisions this week. It's also a card of peace. And it is the peace that must be practiced, the peace that does not come easily, the peace that you must have within your heart, even if you cannot have it with other people. And so practice having peace and being peaceful in difficult situations. Good luck. I think you know what I'm thinking that applies to, right? And so just be at peace even if other people are not at peace with you. Good luck. All right, DeAndre, so nice to see you. Here is a card for you. This week, DeAndre, King of Cups. Remember that you're a grown-up and you can make your own decisions. Move forward with love, but don't let others manipulate you. Don't let those who love you manipulate you. Move forward with love for yourself and with moves toward your own independence. Sirius Shakir, so nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Ten of Staves, which would be like the Ten of Wands. You got a lot on your plate right now. There's a lot you're thinking about. There's a lot you're dealing with. There's a lot you're going through. It's a lot. And that's hard. And it's going to feel hard this week. But you know what? You are equal to the task. You will get her done. It will be okay. I promise you. One foot in front of the other. Do what you got to do. It will be fine. Mystics Haven, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for the week. Prince of Swords. That would be like the Knight of Swords. Mystics Haven, this week, your things are going to move very, very quickly. And it's all about moving in the right direction, doing the right thing, learning the right things. There might be some communication you will have to do that will be very important. Just remember to trust your intelligence and to trust your integrity. Betty Flesher, my friend, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. And thanks for using a members-only emoji. I appreciate that. One of the perks of being a member is you get members-only emojis. All right, Betty Flesher. Oh, you're the second one to get this. You get Inanna, the star. This week, focus on your healing. Focus on being hopeful. Focus on thinking about what will satisfy you, what will take you on the journey you want to go, and recognize you have a right to your own journey. You are not just here to be in service to others. That's part of it, sure, but it's not all of it. All right. Autumn Pond, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Queen of Staves, that's like the Queen of Wands. This week, please nurture your creativity, nurture the things about which you are passionate, nurture your spirituality. Nurture all of these things this week. You will have an opportunity to do so. Kathleen Patricia, thank you for the congratulations. And oh my goodness, Sirius Shakir, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Super chats and super stickers are another way that you can support this broadcast. Most appreciated. All right, the next request I see is Marion Newbury, my friend. Thank you for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you. Okay, card 5. This is Tradition. The goddess is Juno. And of course, this would be the Hierophant. So this week, you got to think about which traditions you like to honor and which ones you don't. And likewise, which authorities you must honor and which ones you don't have to, and where you have your own authority. On a spiritual level, it's a good time for study, for ritual, for practice. At work, you may have to kiss the ring. There may be people who have power over you, and you may have to acknowledge that power. But there are also ways that you have your own authority and you need to use your own authority. All right, Clumsy Clairvoyance, so nice to see you. Thank you for the congratulations. We are so very excited to see our family grow. And here is a card for the week. Okay, Justice, which is the goddess Athena. This week, be fair to yourself. You're always fair to others. I'm not worried about that, but be fair to yourself and speak for those who do not have a voice, whatever that means to you. This week, speak up for what is fair and for what is right for yourself and for others, and work on finding the right balance in your life. Hey, Caroline McLaughlin, I feel like I haven't seen you in a long time. Nice to see you. Here's a card for you. You're the second one to get this, the Two of Swords, Caroline. So as I was explaining before, this is an interesting card because on one hand, it's about decisions. We make decisions every day, but you may have to make some significant decisions this week. The other thing, though, is this is also the card of peace. And it's the card of a very hard-won kind of a peace, where you may not like the circumstances, you may not be happy about the circumstances, but you have to find some internal peace regardless. So make that your mission this week. Jackie Masters, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using a members-only emoji. Oh, my goodness gracious. Before I get to you, Jackie, I want to say thank you to Autumn Pond for the super sticker. That's so kind. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, Jackie, thanks for being a member. Thanks for using a members-only emoji. Oh, my gosh. So, was that a jumper or was the reader clumsy? Either is possible, but here it is. 7 of Cups reversed. Jackie, this week, do not give in to dark imaginings. This week, worry less about all the things that might happen and all the things that could happen and figure out what you want to have happen and make it happen. That's what I got to say to you. And obviously with some emphasis because of the way those cards came up. All right, Teresa Chase, nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You say you have a big week ahead, so we're all with you, wishing you the best. And here's a card for you. Card 7, the goddess is Rhiannon. Those of us of a certain age have a particular connection with Rhiannon, don't we? You know what I'm talking about. All right. Card 7, movement. This would be the Chariot. And I'm wondering if I can get in a little more so you can see these cards better. Is that? Yeah, that's a little better, isn't it? And I'm halfway through the broadcast just figuring that out. Excuse me as I learn my technology. Yeah, that's better. All right. All right. So, Teresa Chase, whatever you got going on this week, you are equal to the task and more, my friend. You are moving yourself forward. You are large and in charge. You know exactly which way to go and what to do. And you know that that may involve having to sort of pick and choose how you're going to bring things together to move forward. And you will do that and you will move forward. You are on the right track. That's what this says to me. Best of luck, seriously. And I want to say thank you so much to Caroline McLaughlin for the very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Hang on. Here we go. Pamela's Insight. So nice to see you. So nice to see you. Here's a card for you, Pamela's Insight. The 9 of Swords reversed. This week, really work on your own self-care, especially when it comes to mental, emotional, personal stuff. find ways to hold space for the things that don't feel good, but also find ways to welcome things that do feel good. You are on a path, you're on this like large arc of healing that is really happening and is really great. And this week you'll see some of that. And, again, I really refrain from sharing opinions about anything other than tarot and tarot adjacent stuff. And I have big opinions about that. Notice my rants file, the rants playlist has some fun rants for you, and I've got many more coming. I don't tend to rant or share opinions in this space or in my professional space about anything else. But apparently I did infer a few things today. Purposeful intentions. Thank you for saying these cards reflect exactly what is going on. And Horse Van Dun says good commentary. See, there you go. I never want to make people feel uncomfortable in this space. This is a space of healing. We may not all agree. We may hold different opinions and different ways of looking at things, and I really try to respect that. To a point. What is that point, right? We're figuring it out. But I do want this to be a safe space for everyone, and that's really important to me. All right, JF1, a card for you. The Seven of Swords, speaking of safe space or not safe space, this week you need to be really careful. You need to be really careful about making sure you're telling yourself the truth, making sure you're not BSing yourself, making sure other people aren't BSing you, and making sure you trust yourself. Do not tell yourself some story about how you're not trustworthy, because indeed you are. All right. Amber A., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You're the second one to get this. Justice. And you'll notice in this deck, Justice is card 8 and Strength is card 11, following the Crowley system. Okay, so who am I on here? I just got like really way off. I'm not sure if I've done JF1 and I'm on Amber A, or if this is JF1. So JF1, I'm making this for you. And I may be giving you 2 cards because I just had a senior moment. So we're going to give this to JF1 and then we'll move on to Amber A. And if I just gave you 2 cards, JF1, that's what's meant to be. Justice. This week, seek balance. Seek fairness. Be fair to yourself. Be fair to others. Find the balance in all things and keep yourself lighthearted while you're doing it. Okay, Amber A. If I made you wait, I apologize. This next card is definitely for you. Before I do that, I would like to say thank you so much to Teresa Chase for the very generous super chat. Spot on as always. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. Really appreciated. Thank you so much. And, I always say your super chat, super stickers support this channel. I'd be lying if I said that some of that support obviously is going to trickle down to those little babies. So much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. All right, Amber A. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your patience. Glad that you are here. Here is a card I am definitely pulling for you. Ouch! Sorry, the Three of Swords. Amber A., I wonder if you're going through a tough time. I wonder if you're holding space for your own healing or for someone else who is healing. Whether that's mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, one way or the other. The theme this week is healing and holding space for healing. Allow that healing to happen. Gemini Sun, so nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here is a card for you. Thank you for your kind words. Hey, I shuffled. You saw me shuffle. But once again, we've got the Chariot, which is movement in this deck. The goddess is Rhiannon. Gemini Sun, you are moving forward. There have been some difficulties, there have been some hard times, but you are in control now and you are moving forward and you are creating your own destiny as much as possible. So be empowered there and feel good about that this week and going forward. All right. Feb born, so nice to see you. Okay. Feb born, here is a card for you. 9 of Wands. You know, this is a card of feeling somewhat embattled, but the need to be patient with that process. And that's really the key. You need to be patient. You also need to know where you need healing and what you can do for your healing. And when it's time to sort of speak out and stand guard, and when it's time to back down and just take care of you. So this week, patience, healing, and understanding what your role is in each moment. That's what's important. Pamela Phillips, my good friend. So nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. A card for you, card for the daughter, and thank you for the congratulatory words. I appreciate that. Okay, Pamela, here's a card for you. Ooh, you get strength. Oh yeah, is the goddess here. And what she's doing is like holding the ocean back in that image. Pretty cool. All right, so remember, Pamela, you have the strength to do and the strength to not do. You have the strength to know what needs to be done and what must not be done. You have all of those things, and you will use them wisely. For your daughter, the Princess of Cups reversed. That's like the Page of Cups reversed. There may be ways that she's feeling like her voice isn't being heard. There may be ways that she's feeling like she's not happy with where she is right now. And we need to acknowledge that. She needs to acknowledge that, but she needs to give it time. She needs to open up to the things in her life right now that can bring her joy and to ways that her voice and her will can be heard and known. Oh, thank you, Sirius Shakir. Thank you for that. Sayoni, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Glad you're here. And the next request I see is Lisa McCord. I hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Hey, this was a card. This was the first card out for the 3-card weekly reading for all of us. Wisdom, Sarasvati. It is the High Priestess, which is a card I often associate with you, Lisa, quite frankly. This week, find your inner peace. Find your balance. Find your inner wisdom. Don't let anyone take that away from you, no matter how crazy it might get around you. Keep serenity within you. Okay. Sayani, can you please pull out a card for me for the week? This week started out with a weirdish Monday at work. A lot of mistakes, one after the other. Blah, 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 blah. All right, here we go. Sayani. Ooh, you got one of my favorite cards, card 1. It's the Magician. Here it's called Magic, and the goddess is Isis. Isis is one of my favorite goddesses. If you do not know the story of Isis, read it. It's pretty great. All right, so, Sayoni, you have the power, you have the ability, you have the tools. You know, the Magician is also a trickster, and those mistakes, one right after the other, that's the trickster side of things. That's Mercury misbehaving. Don't worry about it. Just move forward, knowing that you have the power and you're okay. You may also be learning some new things. You may be an initiate in a certain way. So allow things to move forward. It's all good, really. Okay, Christina R., nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. A card for you and a card for Karen Winkle. Yes, indeed. And Karen's a member here, which of course we appreciate. We appreciate both of you. All right. Christina R., first of all, the 6 of Cups. This week, and you know, this is an interesting card because it was the second card that came up in the 3-card weekly reading. And again, you see that I shuffle, and yet here that card is. This week, remember who you are. Remember why you're doing what you're doing. Remember that the path you're on is hard, but it is taking you somewhere, and it's a path you've wanted for a long time. And this week, you might spend some time with an old friend or with family, with people you haven't seen in a while, and that'll be nice too. All right. And for Karen Winkle, yes, indeed. Karen Winkle, Three of Pentacles reversed. Man, we know there's issues at work and about work. And this week you may learn more about that or think more about that or figure out more about that, but don't freak out. Trust your skills. Trust the universe. Trust that everything will be okay. Please, please, please. And maybe you can take some time off too. Maybe you're off today. Yolanda, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Really appreciate you. I know you never make it on Mondays. That's why it's nice to come on when a lot of people are off work, so that's great. Glad to see you. Here's a card for you. You're the second one to get this today, the 10 of Staves, which is like the 10 of Wands. You've got a lot on your plate. You're dealing with a lot, and it feels heavy. But you are strong enough to handle everything you need to handle, and it's not always going to be like this. It's not always going to be this hard. I promise you that. All right. Oh, Carrie, you're in your new house. That makes sense. Oh, DeAndre, that card makes sense for you too. Very good. Thank you all for the feedback. Sometimes I read it aloud, sometimes I don't, but I always do read it, and I do appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, DeAndre, you're definitely doing the right thing. Okay. Let's see. Baby Cakes, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. The babies are doing well. They're in the NICU. I was there with them yesterday. They're getting the best of care, and they're expected to be just fine. It'll take a little time, but they're doing great. All right. And your emoji game, as usual, is so good, Baby Cakes. Here's a card for you. Ah, fertility. And there's a goddess name I'm not quite sure how to pronounce, so I'm not going to try because I'm not going to try. But we have fertility, which is the Empress, Baby Cakes. This week, think about what you want to create. Recognize your ability to create what you need to create. And recognize your power to do so. The seeds you plant will fall on fertile ground. DeAndre, I was on Amber A, wasn't I? Yeah, I just, we have these moments. I appreciate that. JF1, I did give you 2. Well, the way I feel when I do these readings, because it's hard to keep track of everything all at once. And if that happens, that's what is meant to happen. And there it is. Hey, Robin, thanks for being here. Robin, thanks for being a member here. Good to see you. Glad you're here. The next request I see is from Ashley. Glad you're here. Thanks for the congratulations. Here's a card for you. The 6 of Cups. This is a popular card today, and it came up in the 3-card weekly reading. Robin, this week you may see some friends you haven't seen in a long time. If you're thinking about reaching out to someone but not sure if you should, maybe do. And the other thing we're saying about this card, this time today, remember who you are. Remember what's important to you. Remember your journey. Remember your past so that you can move on appropriately to your future. Heal from the past. Be in the present. Anticipate the future. Okay. Ashley, nice to see you. Thank you. Wait a minute. Was that Robin or was that Ashley? I did it again. I don't know if that was you, Ashley, or if that was Robin, but I'm going to do another card for Ashley because I'd rather give you 2 than miss you. So, here we are. Ashley, the star. This week, focus on healing, focus on hope, Focus on what's going to satisfy you and how to get there. Now, I know that Julie Barrett, my friend, is going to be the next one, but I want to say thank you to Pamela Phillips for the very generous super chat. Congratulations on the birth of your grandchildren. Wishing you and your family much happiness and joy. Thank you. Much appreciated, really, really. All right. Okay, so Robin, I believe I did get to you. Thank you for the congratulations. Oh, no, you know what? I don't think I did. I think I just did 2 cards for Ashley because you said hi but did not ask for a card there. So now I think I do owe you a card. Did I do 2 cards for Ashley? I think I did. Ashley got 2 cards. That's cool. Sometimes that happens. Robin, here's your card. Y'all are going to wonder, man, is she losing it? No, but here's the truth, man. I've been driving back and forth to the hospital, which is 30 minutes away, feeding the cats for the new mom and dad because they've been at the hospital, continuing to work. I'm good psychically. I'm still good psychically, so don't be afraid to book a reading. But administratively, I might be a little off. That's true, and that's all right. Plus, I'm just so thrilled with joy. There's that, too. All right, Robin, here's a card for you. Thanks for being a member here. Oh, you get the 7 of Staves. This is like the 7 of Wands. You got a lot going on. Lot coming at you. Lot you're going to have to deal with. I promise you, you are equal to the task. You are strong and capable of doing everything you need to do. I promise. Do not be afraid. Stand in valor. Do what you got to do. All right. Hey, can we get some more likes on this video, please? There's like 22 of you here and only 13 likes. If you don't like this video, why are you here? Like the video, please. All right. Robin, it's grandma brain. I know, right? Right, it's true. Okay. Okay, here we go. I just overscrolled. Okay, Christine Anna Marie, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Christine. The 5 of Swords reversed. Try to avoid fighting with people this week. There may be some people you want to fight with, but try diplomacy. Try working things out. Try compromise. That's going to be important for you this week. Lisa McCord, thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, I always associate the High Priestess with you. I really do, and I'm glad it's one of your favorite cards. Hey, Chara Saddlemeyer, nice to see you. Thanks for using a members only emoji. Thanks for the congratulations. A card for you and Lucian, most certainly. Let's start with you, Chara. The 6 of Staves reversed. Hey, don't be hard on yourself. This week it feels like you're feeling like you're not winning. There may be some things not going your way. That's okay, and it's not your fault. Know that things will be okay. Be strong. Go forward. Try again. You are a winner, and you will win, I promise. Okay. Lucian. Lucian, Queen of Staves, Queen of Wands. This week, you really want to focus on your creativity and focus on figuring out the things you enjoy and how you can do those things. Now, that doesn't mean that you can get away with not doing the things you don't enjoy doing. But figuring out right now what you enjoy is really important. So focus on that this week. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Here is a card for you. 8 of Swords. Leslie, you're going through a tough time. You may be having a lot of anxiety. You may be feeling stuck. You may be feeling a little trapped. I'm sorry about that. But take time, take stock of your situation, and figure out a way out. You've got the creativity. You've got the good brain. You've got the ability to find solutions, and that's what you must do. Melissa Grosso, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Here is a card for you for the week going forward. Wow, this has been a popular card today. Card 7, Movement, which in this deck is the goddess Rhiannon. You are moving forward. You may also be planning a trip too, which would be cool. But you are moving forward this week. You are figuring out how to take the different pieces, braid them together, and move forward with them. You're making it happen. You're doing a good job. Forward motion. Yes, that's what it's about. Okay. And thank you all so much for your feedback. Cassandra, so nice to see you. Okay, so Robin, before I get to you, Cassandra, what is coming on regarding my card? What is coming on? Now I don't remember what your card was. And I never would. That's not Grandma Brain. I never would. Go ahead. I'll go ahead. Put it in the comments what your card was and what is worrying you. If it didn't resonate for you and causes you some concern, let me know and I'll sort that out for you. Okay, Cassandra, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Thanks for using members only emojis. Seven of Swords, Cassandra, you got to trust yourself. And you don't necessarily have to trust everyone else. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. But there are issues of trust here. There may be some people around you who do not have your best interest at heart. I'm not trying to make you paranoid, but you should trust yourself. So, sort it out. Who and what can you trust? Who and what can you trust? That's the important thing. And you can trust yourself. So do. Trust yourself, trust your instinct, trust your intuition, even if other people tell you you're wrong, you're not wrong. Oh, Robin, it was the Seven of Wands. Yeah, it could just be that you're going to be very, very busy. You know, it's not necessarily bad things, but you may feel overwhelmed and you are strong and you are capable. So don't think of it as like a bunch of bad things coming, just a bunch to do. All right. And yes, so a couple of people got 2 cards here today. And hey, sometimes that happens. It's a bonus when it happens. I did. Julie, I did skip you. I am so sorry. And I promised I wouldn't skip you. Okay, I'm doing you right now, Julie. I should probably go back and make sure I didn't skip anybody else, too. Yes, the twins were born on July 1st. They were born early. They had been doing so well. And there was a complication where they had to come out at 32 weeks on July 1st. Everyone's doing great. The babies are doing great. Mom's doing great. Dad's doing great. They're all doing great. Obviously, birth at 32 weeks is not ideal, but it's okay. And they're fine. You know, they're doing what they need to be doing, and so it's all good. Okay, Julie, Ace of Swords reversed. Julie, this week you got to figure out what's really true. Are you telling yourself something that isn't true? Are you not believing in yourself? Are you not believing something that you should be believing? What's going on in your head? Are you confused about something? Is someone else telling you something that isn't true and you're not sure what to do about it? Right now, it's all about what is the truth, finding the truth, seeking the truth. And you're one of the most intuitive people I've ever met. So I know you can find the truth. And if not, I'm always here to help you. Okay, I'm just going to scroll back and make sure that Julie was the only person I skipped. Yes, she was. I really apologize for that, Julie. Okay, twin names and weights I can share. Elliot and Aubrey. I know, classy names, right? Weights, they're both one is, I think Audrey was 3.9 pounds and Elliot 3.7. So tiny, they're tiny, but they're perfect. Oh, so good, so cute. Okay. Okay. Baby cakes, a card for your brother. Sure, sure. Wow. Okay, this card's come up a lot today. 10 of Wands, 10 of Staves. For your brother, there's a lot going on, and he's carrying a lot of heavy burdens. He's got a lot going on. And he needs to look at what is his and what is not his. And if he's carrying something that isn't his, he needs to let it go. If he is dealing with what he has to deal with, he needs to know it's okay. Yolanda, it was the 10 of Wands, not the 10 of Swords. And honestly, this week and every week, you got a lot. You know you got a lot. You know? I mean, how can you tell me you don't have a lot? I know your story. And Julie says 32 weeks is pretty darn good. Yeah. And thank you. Your prayers are really appreciated. They're doing really well. It's I got to speak with the doctor and the nurses and everyone yesterday, and your prayers are helpful and most appreciated. Let's put it that way. Okay. All right. From my perspective, for what it's worth, oh, here's someone. We've got a new one. We're coming to last call for readings, y'all. If I accidentally skipped you, please reiterate, because I think I'm coming to the end here. SM just came in. Supriya, a card for your brother this week. Yes, a card for your brother. 2 of Cups. This week, your brother should remember the healing power of love, should be loving toward others, and really make an effort to connect with the people he cares about. All right. Anyone else not understand the card they got? Anyone else get skipped? Anyone else just coming in and want a card? I want to remind you, we have Global Tarot Circle this Thursday, 7 p.m. Please be here. And this coming Sunday, we have our tarot meetup at Panera in Palm City. If you happen to be local, I'm looking at you, Julie. I'm looking at you, Yolanda. I'm looking at you, Lisa McCord, and whoever else might be here. If you happen to be local, join us 4 p.m. at Panera in Palm City to see your tarot friends in person. We'll share some readings. We'll learn some stuff. It'll be fun. So come join us. And all y'all, come join us online for a tarot meetup, Global Tarot Circle, Thursday, 7 p.m. I appreciate all of you so much. Yolanda, thank you for the words of congratulations. Really appreciate that. So, thank you. Happy Monday. Thanks for being here. Thank you all so much for your support of this channel, for your support of the family story that is unfolding. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you for being a part of this community. It's a special thing. OSM, I'm so sorry for his loss, and that totally makes sense. That card makes sense. Absolutely. He needs the support of the people he loves. Absolutely. My friends, have a good time. Have a good week. Is there something on Tuesday? No. I don't think so. Let me check. I mean, as you know, I am, let's see, Tuesday the 5th. No. But Thursday. So join us Thursday. My friends, thank you so very much. Oh, and you may have noticed tarot scopes are late. I'm doing them today. You know why they're late. I was going to do them on the 1st, and I spent all day at the hospital on the 1st, which was a good thing. All right, my friends, many, many blessings to you. I cannot tell you how much you all mean to me. This community is so precious to me. I really appreciate all of you. I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.